single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day.
Guys, welcome to Tomorrow Again. Please like, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to this channel if you'd like. And for those of you who are new to this channel, I'd like to welcome you first of all. And I just want to give you guys a brief sort of description or synopsis of what this channel is about. I do a lot of predicting the future. I mean, I'm a psychic. That's what psychics do. I do a lot of I use metaphysics to make predictions, and I use metaphysics to I apply that to my everyday life, and it just makes my life just a little bit easier to understand, and it helps me to go into a certain direction that I need to be going into, and I just try to share that with my subscribers. Also, this channel, sometimes I do vlogs. You know, you never know where I might end up, buying crystals somewhere or at a gas station. That's just me. Also, once in a blue moon, I'll do a mukbang, and I might do some mukbangs in the future. I was thinking about doing that. Let me know, you guys, if you'd like to see me do some mukbangs. I am vegan though, so I won't be able to do mukbangs involving meat, but I can do other mukbangs. So just let me know in the comment section how you feel about me doing mukbangs. So yeah, that's what this channel is about. I do a lot of talking about parapsychology, you know, ghosts and haunted houses and things like that. I guess I could nickname this channel a thinking channel, because that's what I'm about. I just feel like you can never think deeply enough. I advocate everyone to challenge information that is given to you. Even the information on this very channel. Challenge everything. Second guess everything. And think deeply. Now, that was a long welcome. I wanted to talk to you guys today about, and I'm trying to keep my mood elevated. I'm trying to keep it elevated so that I can feel balanced. But I did get up this morning and I saw some things that just didn't sit well with me, and I wanted to share them with you guys, and maybe you guys could kind of help me to figure it out. I began to get premonitions of some things, and I'll first tell you guys what I felt psychically, and then I'll tell you guys what my rationale of what I felt psychically, and maybe together we can, you know, maybe gather enough information and sort of put it out there, and maybe, you know, it won't happen. Maybe what I saw won't happen. That's always a possibility. So this is what I saw. I saw a structure that was relatively high, and it was tumbling down. I could hear children in this structure. I could hear them screaming. I could hear children, just the noises that children make when they're afraid. I could see in the distance, I think it was an olive tree or a lime tree. I could see it in the distance, and the structure came down, and I could see almost, it sort of showed me two things. It was tumbling down at an angle, and I didn't know whether or not this was a cliff or building. As soon as I saw this, I immediately Googled cliff falling down, and I got some things when I Googled it that had already happened. And I thought, well, maybe I'm seeing something that I wasn't aware of in the physical world. Maybe for whatever reason, that energy is coming to me. But I don't think so. I think this is something that might be happening in the future. So what I saw psychically was a tall thing coming down. And my first feeling was that it was a cliff. I felt like it was a cliff. And then I sort of rationalized it, and it became a structure, a man-made structure. And I don't want to confuse you guys, so let me say this again. This is what I saw psychically. I saw either an olive tree or a lime tree. I saw a structure or a cliff coming down. I felt there were children involved because I could hear them. And I'm really putting up a huge effort to remain unemotional, but this was not easy for me to digest, and it's not easy for me to even repeat it. So this is what I saw psychically. And I also had a feeling, well, let me put this part in the category of me trying to interpret what I saw psychically. I felt the way it looked in my mind's eye, I felt I was in Europe. And then I thought, am I in Italy? But I don't want to concretely say that because I could be wrong on the where. And I felt like I felt like there could possibly be a connection with some sort of repercussion for something. I'm not suggesting a terrorist attack. I don't know what it is, to be honest with you. That's a huge misconception that psychics hold on to, that we know everything. Sometimes you get information in energy and in bits and pieces, and then what makes you probably a great psychic is if you can figure it all out, put the pieces of the puzzle together. I don't know why I'm not able to see certain things just flat out what it will be. I don't know the why behind that. I'm just relaying to you guys what I've experienced. So that's one thing that I see. And once again, I Googled it to see if it had already happened. And I did see some instances where something similar to that happened. But I'm thinking that this is something that will be. And I have an urgency about the message. And that makes me feel like it could be within the next 6 months. A second thing I see, or I saw, was a coat of arms with a black drape over it. And I know this is symbolism. And I don't think it has to do with the first thing I saw. But with the coat of arms, with the black draped over it, the black wasn't part of the coat of arms. It was the black drape that was sort of halfway covering it. And I got the message that it will fall down like the house of Usher. And I don't know exactly what that means, but I thought I would give it to you guys and maybe you could help me figure it out. As I said, sometimes I don't always get a message or a visual complete. Sometimes it's broken in pieces and I have to put it together. So these are the things that I saw, and I don't want to alarm anyone of anything, but look out for these sort of symbols that I saw, and maybe get back with me in the comments section. It's always a good idea to keep track of predictions, just to see if I was able to help, or if I need to, concentrate better, or, do things a different way so that I can get a clearer picture. So I wanted to relay that to you guys, and I wanted to leave you guys with a positive affirmation. Tell yourself every single day and believe it. Well, don't just believe it, know it. There's a difference between believing and knowing. I need you guys to know that you are the best of the best. You are. And do you know how I know? Because I know you are. And you know that you are. No matter what you're reaching for, just keep reaching higher and you'll get it. Don't give up, because if you give up, you will never, ever have what you want. That applies to material things, spiritual things, things in the physical world. Whatever it is that you want, just get it. Just reach out and get it. Then once you get it, be grateful. And when you sit in gratitude, tell your past self, your earlier self, just sit in a room and talk to the you from 10 years ago, from 5 years ago that started this project, and say to the you in the past, you see, we did it. You can do it. I hope that makes sense. I hope it makes sense, and I hope it didn't sound ridiculous, but you can communicate with your past self now. You see? It goes like this. If you are, say, 40 years old right now in 2018, you can tell your 20-year-old self, you can do it. No matter what you're going through, get through it. And come to me with the lessons learned. I hope that makes sense. Sending you guys love and light and all the good energy that you can stand and more. Thank you so much.